replay, go ahead and fast forward a little bit until you get some comments. And I am going to refresh my page on YouTube so that I can see my live. And then today we will be doing a room tour. Ooh, I should probably turn that AC off so you can hear me. Alright. Need my chat opened on this. There it is. It says hello from PJ Stamper, aka Pam. But okay. My phone is giving me comments. Sandy, hello, and Debbie J. And look, I can read it on my phone that you guys are commenting, but that's my lag. That is how bad my lag is. All right, I am going to get you into a phone holder because I'm going to walk around with you today. And I'm gonna try to do this. Hello, Miss Pansy. Lovely lady from Washington. Okay, so my craft room is not beautiful. It works for me. I have the attic, so there's my giveaway stuff and stuff that needs to go in the basement. But I decorated the walls up the stairs with art from my kids, my mom, I'm thinking my great-great-grandfather, but we're not sure. And then a piece by me when I was in high school, and I still love me some Batman. So when you come up the stairs, hello, Bonnie. I have apple crates. I got these for 10 bucks a piece at just a junkyard. I saw them on Facebook, and he's like, yeah, they're still here. So I went and picked up some, and I turned them on their sides and stacked them up. And this is just kind of extra stuff for the kids' school. You can see we've not even got into it. It's got cobwebs, got boxes and stuff for it. I keep my tissue in a box, so if I need to wrap something, I buy extra napkins. I have ideas for things like this, like making cards, but I never go through with it. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is my old sticker book. I have to go through that. That's probably the biggest thing I have that's not together, because I have stickers in another part. I try to keep like things together. And then just some miscellaneous stuff. And in behind the curtain is a little dark, dingy. This attic was built weird. I don't know why they tore out this little room, but it's great for packing boxes and envelopes. Yep. Definitely napkins in the stash for 2 years. We should do a video about napkins. Because this house is old and the walls are that lap and plaster, however you say that, my picture framed pictures are all in there. So yes, my angel's friend, 3 Angels, is in Washington State. So is Bonnie. I used to live in Washington State, so they're my besties from over there. All right. So when my mom passed away, and then my dad passed away, I brought all of their scrapbooking, paper crafting supplies to my house, and it sat in boxes for 2 years. And then when we moved to Ohio, I was able to organize it and get everything together. So between my mom and I is how I wound up with so many 12 by 12 drawers which allows me to color coordinate solids, prints, scraps for that color. I know those don't really match, but I wasn't sure where to put those. So, hello, Lisa, also from Washington. Three Angels is in the Federal Way area, and then Miss Bonnie is in the Spokane area. June, hello. Lots of panels, yeah. Oh, close enough in Bellevue to get together and do some stamping. If I'd have still lived there, I'd have made the trip. So, this is where I keep my paper, which is not far from where I sit. And I found that I like things around me. If I can get to it quickly, I am more likely to use it. So I tried to design my area to be very user-friendly for me. So this may not work for a lot of people, but it does. It works for me. I can grab my stuff within few steps. I can be over here and grab my white cardstock. This is a nice little 8.5 by 11 paper holder. And I just keep my fancy papers in there, my cardstocks that I use all the time. This I inherited from my mom, which I keep things that I need to scrapbook. It's just really hard. I haven't got to that part yet. And then my light table and some of her artwork and stuff is in there. And then just miscellaneous stuff that I need to keep out of a box. In the doggy's bed. That's where my little Foxy sleeps when we're crafting together. And then I got some extra pens and pencils that I don't use all the time, because these are like my Crayolas, my less expensive, but I still appreciate them and use them. This is my basket of I want to work on an ASAP project. Love the L-shaped desk. Thank you. Used to have one like that, which is why I use an open drawer as the wind. And it falls on the floor. Oh, sorry. Yeah, mine are just white folding tables right now, the cheapies. I inherited this one from my dad. I had two folders. These two folding tables have been around some trips. I used to drive to Spokane to my family's house out there, and we would do crafts, arts and crafts on these tables. On this table, I have my pen storage. These are the Spectrum Noir black ones. They also have clear, and I absolutely love them because they stack really easy on top of each other. You can stack them back, so it's stepped back if you have that. But then they also connect down the side. Oops, let me get that in there. They can connect so it becomes one whole unit. And they hold, those are the Arteza pens. Oops, let me get that out of the way. It holds the Arteza pens, and it holds Spectrum Noir pens very, very well. I have a nice big cutting mat because I do sewing stuff. I do my foiling is over here, so my embossing powders, glitters and stuff are not allowed on this table because Mama Mink and my baby Mink, you know, we don't want no glittery, powdery stuff by them. I do keep a baking mat under mine. That way these get hot, and I would prefer this to soak up the heat than my plastic table. And I move baby mink right to mama mink, and then I am able to use my Cricut. This was my mom's Cricut, so I got to an upgrade, and that's the newer Sherlock Holmes with Benjamin Cumberbatch. But yeah, so I just keep her covered. I need to make one for my mama mink because it gets very dusty in the attic. I use that pen storage. Yes, hello, Gloria. Okay, don't hesitate to ask any question you want, even if it's not related to the craft room. This is my newest love. I love this cart. It's a We Are Memories keeper. It's kind of expensive, but I used my 50% off coupon when it wasn't on sale and was able to get it for 50% off versus, you know, they do sometimes 25% and stuff like that. Hello, Carmen. But the trays come off of this, so I can store projects. Like this here is, I've got 2 projects going, and then I've got some stamps to put away. These ones, ooh, I don't know if I should show you that, but that's my hop cards. That'll be airing tomorrow on my channel. Sometimes I'm not right in the head. For a blink, I thought I should go get my craft area so you all can see it. Right? We feel like we're all right there. But I really wanted the bigger cart for drying stuff. So when I was working on my canvases, they fit, you can fit quite a bit on one little pan. So I can fit 2 canvases, and they were able to dry next to each other. And now I just need to find a home for them. But yeah, so they hold quite a bit. I do need to put some stuff away. This is another project. I'm going to take that little pink box and put all these little guys inside of it, but that pink box needs not to be pink anymore. And then Susie, empty nest scrapper. Hello. Okay. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Cool card. Thank you. I'm assuming it was the bubbles ones that we saw. Okay, so these, you see 3 carts there, but I do have 4. And right now I am sitting in my chair. So I literally can roll right up to what I need. And this is what I'm saying about me being, it has to be close. That's why I kind of encompassed myself into a smaller area. And if we look up, there's a table back there for my kids. That's their craft area. Over there, there's some memorabilia stuff that I have to go through. And it's one of those things. It's been a few years since I lost my parents, but I can't do it. And then I'll go past that really quick. That right there is my mom's Star Trek collection, and I told my family, I says, it's not getting sold. I love Star Trek. I'll take the collection. So all of her books, she was a big reader, and all the little fun Star Trek-y stuff that she's collected over the years. And then this is kind of like my newest obsession. I keep buying wooden cutouts. And I'm like, ooh, I got an idea for this. Ooh, I got an idea for this. So I have this ginormous stack of wood collection. And I just need to make some stuff. And then I've got all my wood and my aluminum bits. These are the bigger parts. And again, this is keeping like things together. Granted, I do have these in 2 spots because my little bits are over in the other drawers. Some metal stuff. This was in my mom's stuff. It's paint cleaning supplies, a little bit of paint, some extra tools that I never really use, and then more memorabilia stuff. My mom hoarded memorabilia. I wound up with a lot. And you see this? It says laminate. I have never in my life used it. My mother left it. Nope, there goes neighbors. So I was like, oh, watching all these mink videos. Oh, I need a mink. I need a laminator. Well, I bought the mink, not even knowing I had a laminator sitting up there. How bad is that? Yeah. Some of it I need to destash. Some of it I just need to get working on and making my projects. And then some stuff that my mom, she loved Eeyore and bears. So I kind of sprinkled them throughout the room. And then my extra paint brushes for oil painting, which I have a nice big I just bought a canvas. And I have my mom's easel, so I'm planning to do some summer painting outside. Yes, I have a new website, chatwithsassy.com, where I hope to sell some of the stuff I craft. But over here is mainly just extra bits and things I do not use all the time. Extra adhesive. You know, the dollar store adhesive is really good. When we moved here, one of the stores was going out of business, so I bought extra of their red line tape. Just odds and ends. And this is a work in progress because some of this I have to move over there. Because the bookcase that I bought for my records does not hold my records. I've got this cute I love this record player. We were listening to Elvis and Crafton the other day, but I don't like how it holds the record, so I need to trade places. And then this little section is for our polymer clay. So all of our polymer clay stuff is there, and it doesn't get used. I've been collecting videos to start that up again. Yeah, tons of possibilities. Yeah, they're resurfacing streets all over the place then, because all of Mahoning, man, they had that lockdown. I've been driving the back highways, which is so nice that I have back highways. But yeah, those are my big old speakers, my hubby's speakers from when he was a single man. I didn't have the heart to get rid of them because they sound so good, but they're so stinking huge. I hang curtains in front of, yeah, this curtain, okay, I'm going to just do a quick peek because it's like a whole nother room in there, but it's hot. It's like 10 degrees hotter in there. And in that room, I store Christmas crafts, things that I don't use all the time. I did a stint of wreath making, and so those supplies in there, jewelry supplies. Is crazy. So things I don't use are away from me, but they're put together in like groups where I can get to them, and I do not stack things on top, so I have to unbury stuff, if that makes sense. I hang curtains in front of the shelves so the hubby doesn't see my budget, and he says okay. And I'm looking at stuff, and he's like, well, why don't you get it? I'm like, well, it costs too much. And he's like, it's only $1. I'm very picky, and if I see something that I don't think it's worth it, I won't even pay $1 for it. I'm a little weird. But he's like, he'll see stuff, and he's like, oh, you should get a couple. And that's how I wound up with 4 of these drawers. I got one because it was at Aldi's, A-L-D-I, and it was $25. And I'd been looking at them, and you know, they start at like $80 for these dang things. And I'm like, I can't do that. So I put my paper collection. So anything I'm cleaning up inks with, or not sure what to do with, I have my paper scraps. So when I say, oh, I need to grab a scrap to do a cleanup during a video, I'll grab something. And see, this was all cleanup. I was playing as I was cleaning up. This is like extra glitter paste, and I used this section that's gone. And while I was making that section, I was like, oh, that's pretty. But I just save it in case something else comes up. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Elvis the King, you betcha. That record player, I'm so happy I bought. It has Bluetooth, so I can play music from my Amazon account right to it. I can hook it up to my big speakers, so it's very versatile. I like that. Debbie J says it hides the supplies and helps lower his stress from clutter since he wants me in the same room. Yeah, that would... A lot of people would probably get anxiety by being in my room because it's a little bit tight, but I know where everything is and it works for me. So you always have to do what works for you because you have to be happy in your craft room. So we've got 3 drawers of those goodies, alcohol ink goodies, tissue paper from acetate. When certain packs of acetate have a tissue between them and they stamp, you can stamp on them, you can bunch them up and glue them to paper to add texture. They're really versatile stuff. All of my... Well, not all. There's a couple of projects in there that I'm working on. And then some of my prints are in there that I print extras of. My extra foiling. It doesn't matter if it's hot foil or toner foil, because when you do the second round of foiling, it can go onto anything kind of thing. But yeah. So my little scraps are in there. My journaling extra pages so I can make my own book next year. I've been buying stuff on clearance. So, you know, I get a pack of paper for $2. I'm like, heck yeah, I'll make my own journal next year. Extra notebooks and stuff. Color recipes. Some felt. I'm going to be making some fun stuff with that felt. Oh, this one belongs in the upper drawer. Color recipe. And you belong in there. Somebody was slacking. And these are just some extra cards and things that I need to donate or throw out. Because I'm not sure what I'm doing with them. Get in there. Okay. Any questions? Still figuring out what organization will make me happiest, because I get stressed out from too much clutter too. Yeah, and it's a process. I've reorganized my room 4 or 5 times since we moved here 2 years ago. When we first moved in, I think it took me 2 months just to unbox everything and figure out what I could keep. You should have seen what we threw out. It was boxes and I'm like, why did we even pack it to move with it? It was scary. Now, this is one of my favorite but annoying things. I need to get this on some wheels or something so it scooches around. It's a plastic milk crate, but it's a long one that holds hanging folders. And I got 2 of them. I was hoping they would both fit on this cheap rack. We get it at Home Depot, you know, those plastic ones. I've got several of them. They hold stuff really good. But I was hoping the 2 of them would fit side by side, and they do not. So I've got to change how I store them. But this is how I do all of my stamp and die storage. So if I want something from Avery L, I can look at Avery L's folder. I pull it out, flip it open. And if anybody falls off the little acetate, because I just use a transparency and a cardstock, and if anybody falls off, they fall off into this yellow folder or the green ones. But that's how I store these guys. Makes it so much easier. And let me find one with dies. So like this one, Crafter's Companion. I have the stamps. Okay, and then I have the coordinating dies. And you can use, oops, don't do that. The Sharpie silver pen writes on these magnet sheets. Very nice. And then with a little alcohol, it wipes right up. So if you change it or lose it or give it away, you can wipe those off and reuse your magnet sheet. And then you can get a couple of sets per page. And I just feel it takes up less room for me. And it's tucked away nice and tidy out of the way. And I just put it right back in alphabetical order. Okay. Yes, it never ends. I switched rooms with my son and I still have stuff on the top shelf in his closet. I have no place to put it. I don't think he minds. He probably doesn't. Nope. And I've been really fortunate. When I started crafting, I just had a little bit. I took a job at a craft store. To get the job, she's like, I need you to make me a card or a scrapbook page. And mind you, I had nothing at that time. So I took a piece of black and white paper and I made a Halloween card by using an X-Acto knife, drawing everything out and cutting and making a black and white Halloween card. And she's like, you're hired. And then my friend Kim, she started work a little after I did, and we had so much fun because she was a scrapbooker, and I think still makes scrapbook pages, but she got me hooked. So I started acquiring a lot of stuff. She was an enabler. She kept giving me stuff to use and whatnot. Hubby can't say much though. I just remind him about his junk room that is floor to ceiling electronic supplies and equipment plus bike parts. I think we all have that. My hubby, the poor dear, he works hard, and whenever he wants something, I'm like, just buy it, we'll make do, just buy it. Well, we had some few extra dollars, and I'm like, you should go to Harbor Freight. You haven't been there in a while. And he's like, well, what's my budget? And I'm like, keep it around 200 or less. He come home with a whole bag of tools. They are still sitting in the dining room floor. So it's like, you poor thing. So my next gift for him is a big tool chest so that we can organize our little shed so he can put all of his new tools away. What was your job at the craft store? I was a salesperson. I stood there at the register when people came in. I was like, how can I help you? And being a crafty person, well, an artsy person before going to crafts, I was able to say, yeah, you could do this, you could do that. And I helped her sell the items in her store. And then when Kim came along, I learned from her, because she is a seller, man. She could sell you a paper clip. I mean, she had some talent, and yeah, I liked working there, but I had to quit. The owner was like, walked in when I was helping a customer because we weren't carrying what she wanted. So I was giving her some ideas, and she was loading up her basket, and the owner come in and she was like, well, you could do this, you can do that. And the lady with the basket, she's like, your associate was doing just fine, but you're kind of snooty and uppity. So here you go. She handed her the basket and left, and she says, you might want to find another job. That's ridiculous. And walked out. I was like, Yeah, because that wasn't the first time it happened. But, yeah, so after that, I was working at a gas station where I met my hubby. And that was that. But my other storage, yeah, my foils, these little drawers do hold quite a bit of the short foils. I've got my loosey-gooseys in there from beautiful donations and stuff. But the foils fit in there really good. I have some lovely cards that I received came with these foilables, so I wanted to keep them separate from my other stuff. Accessories for the foiling. And more foiling. That's the hot foil because you got to keep it separate. So we got toner foil. My 2 hot foils. Vinyl. Vinyl makes really pretty cards, by the way. And then when Brie Reese at Hobby Lobby was on sale, UPO, you know, you go to Hobby Lobby and all these places, you look for those reduced stickers. I mean, we're going $15 marked down to $6. So I try not to buy anything at full price unless it's an absolute gem. Oh, we need to make some stuff with our foam because Simon just got more foam in my painting drawer. My chalk drawer, not pan pastels. This is old school chalk. This is how chalk was readily accessible back in the day before pan pastels were a big thing. Okay, these are my new tools that I haven't even used yet. So we got to bust those out. Washi. I said I would never buy washi. And I have a lots of washi. I love this washi. I use it to seal up envelopes. I use it for backgrounds on my pages. It's fabulous. Dollar store. Dollar store. I couldn't resist the dollar store. Yeah. Dollar store now has some pretty fun and crafty stuff. Not all dollar stores are created equal though, which is a shame. So this is where the rest of my metal and wooden bits go. And we're going to be making some fun projects with those this summer. Got some more of these from the dollar store. My dollar store has an abundance of them. So if you didn't see my pineapple video I just uploaded today was the lemon squares and whatnot, which was these. I uploaded a video using these, and you can use these similarly. You can put glitter paste on them, do all sorts of fun stuff, and put them on the front of your cards. I've got some Christmas ones hiding back in there. So again, with the similar, there we had the foils, both kinds, all the way to the vinyl. This one we have paper for alcohol inks, watercolor stuff, basically anything water soluble, chalks, and then this is the only real oddball sitting in there, and then my wooden stuff and stickies. And then we come to some paint. My lovely paints. And I'm going to be making my own stamps to play around with my gel plates. My embossing powders. This drawer could use a little bit more. And then, blingy bling, mica. Can't have enough mica. And then glitter. Beads. Diamond dots. I bought them because I'm like, ooh, we can bling up some cards, and I forget about them. So, and my shaker bits, little glitzy shaker bits, brads. These were back in the day. These were really popular. Now I don't even see them for sale at the stores. So I'm kind of glad I have them. Miscellaneous things. that go to bling up cards. And some of this stuff is years old. Uber old. And then some of it's new. Like this is new, but these are old. Yes, showing us cupcakes that we can't eat would just be cruel. What, right? Happy birthday, June. Hi, Maureen. Oh, see, my Dollar Tree is awful. It doesn't have any of the fun stuff. And that's true about a lot of the dollar stores, unfortunately. I don't know what their deal is, but they need to get their act together. My friend Bonnie, she went to hers and they don't have the metal dies that mine had. And then I was watching a video where the lady bought stamps. They were really cute stamps. I'm like, mine doesn't have any stamps. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, hot dog. But this cute little box, my nephew, when he was in high school, he made that. And I put little paper rolls. They're not toilet paper ones. They're the ones from Tool and stuff. So they're a harder cardboard. And then I'm able to put my little tools in there. This is some specialty inks. And then my Simon Hurley re-inkers. You know, fabulous. And then more painting goodies. So the tops of the carts come in really handy for more storage. And then I have Christmas stamps that are still wooden, and all of my embossing folders, they go in this nice little basket. And then this is the book that I can flip through to get an idea of what I want to work on. If I'm kind of lost, actually, let me show you that because it's a really good resource. So if you've seen the Empty Nest Scrapper videos, Tidy in 10, she has flip books of all of her stuff, and I have some flip books for some of my stuff. So if you, oops, showing cupcakes, chilled palette pastel sets for making palette. Yours doesn't have to. Okay, so I'll have to look at that, from Making Faces by Jane Davenport. I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, we have an abundance of the wood embellishments, and the metal dies. They sold out within a week because I went back and they were gone. Because I only go back there like every couple of weeks. But yeah, so what I do is I run a piece of paper through the die cutting machine and I ink up part of it. I don't ink up the whole thing. That way there I can see what it looks like just as texture. And then this side, if I want to ink it up and make it more fun. And then I have them listed as a grouping, so that when I come over here, I can go to Easter and know that that folder is right in there for Easter. So this is how my little folders fit, and I love it. I love having it like that. Another one that I do a book for, and see, I'm still in my chair. See, I get to talk to you from my chair, which is great. So here's where you guys see, whoa, just like that. And if we pull back and we go to the left and down, I have this, my Carbothellos. I need to get some pencil storage for my Carbothellos, Derwent, and whatnot. But I got this little guy on Amazon. So when you see me ink up a little panel, this is where I put it. I can fit a full page on here and slide it in. And then if I know I'm going to be doing a lot of wet techniques, I can clear this off super easy and put everything on here. And then my little Tim Holtz trimmer. Freebies! Oh, look at this! Giveaway stuff. So I have some dollar store die cuts. I gave away a set not too long ago. And then I got this for free from scrapbook.com. And I thought, hey, we'll do a little giveaway and we'll give that away. How's that sound? And then we'll have this for another giveaway another day. So if you would like to win this little bundle of goodies, go ahead and say me, or I'd like it, or choose me, put me on the list, whatever you feel like. Wheel of names. No, where's my wheel of names? I should just put that on my home screen. I use it so much. Wheel of names. All right, and so we're gonna go over here to our wheel of names, and we're gonna backspace, but I can't function. Okay, so who do we have? Happy anniversary. Great idea. And is it Maddie, M-A-D-D-Y, or Matty, M-A-T-T-Y? Maddie. I'm going to put DD for now. I'll fix it. Okay. Maureen. Maddie, I-E. Look at that. Learn something new every day. I saw somebody in one of your comments ask, and I was like, oh, I always just thought it was Maddie, but I guess I could be wrong. Okay, let's see. I got some E's. There's a Maddie with an I-E, and we got Carmen. Pardon me while I type one-handed. And we have Lisa. And we have Maureen. And Sandy says, put me on the list, says A-N-D-Y. You're so kind and generous. Thank you, Kim in Alaska. Remember, guys, when I get closer to 1,000 subbies, Kim in Alaska and her name escapes me. It just ran right out of my head. But I had 2 very generous donators to my giveaway pile. So I have a really big giveaway pile. I keep going to Dollar Tree and cannot find them. Yeah. And did you know you can maybe look on their website? And look at June. She's helping me out. Empty Nest, Carmen, Lisa, Maureen, and Sandy. I just think of her as empty. I have to get to the comments after the work week. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hi, June, says Kim. Because you're getting old? Yes, I know. Okay, why are we talking about my age? No. Oh, you have not seen them online. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we're going to do that wheel of wonders in a little bit because I do want to finish my little bit of tour. So we were on the left side and we were checking out my drying rack for smaller projects. And underneath I have another wooden apple crate which holds 2 little buckets, and in each bucket is scraps of stuff. If I need to thicken something up, I have cardboardy scraps. I have packaging scraps. Because these bins are full, now when I get new scraps, I just throw them away. If I told myself if it doesn't fit, it's going in the garbage. So those are the scraps. The dies are not on the website. Well, that's just rude. And then I have my stencils really handy. And even though it's a little bit harder to see what's what, I did label each section so that when I pull out my book, I even stenciled my book. This is a screen stencil. That was super fun to do. So I can look at my book and I can say, oh, this one's in critters. And then these ones are the big 12 by 12s or the chatterbox. So I know where those are. These are old school. You know, these are back in the day when stenciling and stuff was really popular and first came out. So you would trace or draw the line and then you would write your words on the path. And then you could do stamping or stickers. Stickers was big back in the day. More stenciling, and my newer stencils, I can say, okay, these are what I have. My new Miss Ink stamps, that new one I just got yesterday, that's where I stamped it, and so then I know that's in my floral folder, and I can pull that out. Plaid has beautiful, beautiful stencils, and I have an idea for a couple of these. I gotta get them busted out. She says, uh-oh, I just laughed out loud from, that's just rude. And my hubby's on a Zoom mini about 10 feet away. Oops. I want to see your artwork. Okay, I'll get to that in just a second. I'm better go to another room so he doesn't get in trouble. Or you don't get in, yeah. And your motorcycle neighbor, yeah. See if we can, if it'll, that's the window to the outside, and that road right out there is a high traffic area. And one day, let's see if we can get a better look, because it was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was scary. But can you see that lamp post? It's kind of bent out and strapped to the other lamp post. A truck ran into that full force. I don't know, he must have been doing 80 or 90. He just wrapped his truck right around that post. And the service crew was really quick to get there. I think the guy was drunk because he ran away. But yeah, that was scary. The sound of that, oh my goodness, that was weird. So we go from, sorry about the whipping around. We go from the left side onto my table. And I have my laptop set on a laptop stand that I got at Gabe's. And it was like 10 bucks. But it angles different angles. And so this is what I was looking for. I told my hubby, I says, I need something with legs that my laptop can sit on that will give enough height for my Gemini Junior. And then my water buckets and ink blenders. So they're all right there. And then my fabulous drink. And then this is why I need a new home for my pencils. I don't like having to pick them up. They're a weird shape. But, and then right in front of me, anytime I grab the Simon Hurley, I grab Overzealous. Or Remember Me is all nice and tidy. Right here in my foil quill caddy. If I want to use the plugins, I can just pull out those. Easy as pie. Then I can use the plugins for my foil quills, which I do keep separate because I don't use them all the time. And then all this is adhesive. So all of my adhesive is together. My texture pastes and stuff. Mainly because I don't have a home for them yet. I've been trying to find a shelf for this area. My palette knives, some paint brushes for splattering and stuff. This was made by my niece. I had to remember which niece. So my niece made me that when she was in school. And so this is a dollar store bucket that we alcohol inked one time. Coffee cups. Okay, my mostly used items are within reach. I don't even have to twist my chair. And that's my 360 spinner, I think from scrapbook.com or Scrapbook Pal, one of the two. And it holds, I collect the little re-inker or little inkums. This is what I first started collecting even before Simon's. And the alcohol inks, and they just fit really nice on here. And I was able to color group them. And then just oddball sprays and stuff on the top. Again, nice and quick. Got my water. I do use a blow dryer and a heat tool. When I do a watercolor project and I soak the paper, I like a slower drying process. Oh no, your adhesives are homeless. Who's got homeless adhesives? Mine has homes. Laptop holder already moved to the kitchen. Coincidentally, that's where the chocolate chip cookies are. Yeah, I like those chocolate chip cookies. Laptop holder, thank you, Kim. And they're a little crispy because I put my headphones on for a live and couldn't hear the timer. Oops. Crispy cookies dipped in milk or coffee. Yeah. Okay, you're making me want cookies now. But yeah, so these are my clusters. So I've got my paintbrushes, my good paintbrushes. These are for good detail, where the other bin is for scrubbing, speckling, rougher. These are my new rubber paintbrushes and my fine detail. These seem to be working with the chalks. They help blend the chalks and stuff. My pens and whatnot. And then we have my printer. And even though it looks a little weird, all I have to do is move one candle. I can open the door. It shoots out the back. I do have to stand up and get it. But other than that, it's a pretty good place to have him. And then some cleaning supplies. More water. Diluted alcohol. My inkjet printer. Okay, we gotta be quiet when we're over here, because baby Grogu, he's sleeping. He's a little sleeping Grogu. This is my homemade photo box. So I stand my cards up in there and take photos, but I move it over to my desk, my little table here, because that's where I have my best lighting. And this is the other side of that L where we'd been earlier, so I can easily turn my chair and work on my foiling and stuff like that. And then underneath is where I have 3 more of those apple crates. Again, they hold little drawers of papers and stuff really easy. There's my cutting machines, my stereo receiver with some you know, those glue thingies. Sticker makers. That's what they are. Sticker makers. And then these are, I show you with my foot. You see, those have transparencies and other papers that I use frequently. And then some watercolor stuff and paper packs. I need to figure out my cord system. That's probably the really annoying thing. But those are nice and tidy and standing because of a bamboo wooden dish rack. Yeah, a bamboo wooden dish rack. Isn't that wonderful? And then right underneath, don't mind my garbage. I let that sucker fill up. There's nothing but paper, fabric, and whatnot. My white scraps. Anytime I have a white scrap, it goes into its own separate bin. Then those colorful bins are my ribbon. And then more watercolor stuff. And again, it's another bamboo plate rack. And it just holds my paper packs nice and tidy, and I can get to them. And then some resin and some stickers. And those stickers I need to put with my other stickers and figure out how to give them away. And back to the question, somebody says, who is sleeping? This is my baby Grogu. They called him Baby Yoda. He's stinking adorable. So yeah, I just had to have him. Alright, so I want cookies, she says. I had to distract myself after June mentioned cupcakes. Cookies are good too. Who is sleeping? That's what we answered. Mine is right next to my computer. What's right next to the computer? Cookies? What? Okay. June, oh my god, my roommate always teases me because I give objects and plants genders. Now I see Elizabeth doing it too. Oh yeah. My things are he's and she's, and yeah. My truck is a he. My car is a she. You bet. All right. Any questions? I know I kind of zoomed through that because I got a lot of crap. Let's face it, it's a lot of crap. But it's my crap and I enjoy it. So I'm going to pop this open. Pardon me, I'm going to get my new, this is what I've been recording with, and I love this arm. It releases and then you can adjust it. So I can put you in there just like that and tighten you back up and then flip the camera. Oh, look, there it is. Me and my craziness. Hello, hello. All right. Yeah, don't sit too close. Let's scoot you back. Don't want to be all up in your grill. It's hot up here. Don't mind my sweaty because I had to turn off the AC. Well, hello. So, any questions? Anything you'd like to see more of, or anything that you're like, I don't quite understand? I was late. Can you pan around the room? You betcha. My dad used to do that to my mom. She's like, I'm going to my craft room. You mean your crap room? No, Dad. It is a scrapbook paradise. Chocolate chip cookies. Okay, I'm going to take you out of the holder again. And we were going to... Oh, somebody wanted to see artwork too. Well, thank you. I'm not afraid of color. That is T. Okay, flip a camera. So, when we come up my stairs, we see some artwork from family. I'm thinking that was my great-grandpa or my grandpa. We're not sure. A couple from my mom, my son, when he was a little one. That I did in high school. So we get to the top of the stairs and we have basically junk. Then our paper, lovely, lovely paper, all sorted out. And then we come in a few steps. And here we have more paper. That's all my fancy dancy white papers and different thicknesses and smoothnesses. And just some utility stuff in that one. And then there's my desk in all of its glory. We get all that floor space utilized as much as possible, so that I don't have to go far for my stuff, because I like it right by me. If I have to get up to get it, I probably won't. And then my beautiful drawers that have lovely goodies. My stamp storage. Yes, it is a full attic. And I'm fortunate to have this. Super fortunate. From where I started my last home to this, whew, it's amazing. And then my newest addition, my We Are Memory Keepers Craft Caddy. I don't even know what it's called. It's the cart. It's got plastic trays. You can literally do your art project right in there, put it up there to dry, and it's golden. I do want to make a sheet cover, so if I put a resin project in there, no dust will get on it. Oh, and I also forgot about that shelf there. That has canvas and more paper on that little guy underneath my Cricut. But I'm back to sitting in my chair, so again, everything that I use just is all within reach. And I am, like I said, I get the blessings of having 2 tables to work with. I can roll right over here. I pick my colors for my lives if I know ahead of time what I'm doing, which is not very often. You know, I can pick my colors. I've got these cute little trays. I can pick my colors. And then when I go to put them away, I just look at their little numbers and put them in number order. So, and their number order is how I swatch them too. So if I really want to do a swatch comparison, I can do that. And then on the other side of the room, we have my son's work area, mostly. And then some stuff I have to go through. Because some of us, we have that. We don't have those glorious, glamorous, white craft rooms. We have leftover shelving that was left in this house when we moved in, you know. And then cheap $20 plastic shelving from Home Depot. We do what we can to get by. So we're going to go over to my son's work area. And this drawing I did in college. Yeah, lots of wooden crates at 10 bucks a piece. My original thought was to make a table out of them. But when I brought them home, I visualized them differently and was like, I was able to put more storage in them the way I have them. I need a mat for under my chair so I can roll from table to table. Yes, that definitely helps. I hate rolling on the carpet because then you get stuck and you're like, I can't move. But at this table is where I do my nails, so that I can blow the fan right out the window. I can pull my chair and sand my fingers right in front of the window. And then, so that's that. And then above, I'm going to try and get this light off and this light off. See if that helps. So being in the attic, we have the slanted ceilings. So again, I just loaded it up with family artwork, and some of it is mine, but we'll have to show you some of my proud daughter moments. She's quite the artist. She did that in the 5th grade. I don't know if I said that very clear. And that was when she was in 2nd grade. And then my son did like a glue project with some pastels. Very abstract. This one I did in college. It's a print. So we did the design on a print and then ran it through a big press. Way bigger than our little cuddlebugs that we have now. Then some more of my daughter. And then the kids made those at school. They made their little these were the placemats at our Thanksgiving dinner for the school. That was fun. And here's another printmaking art that I did. You ink up the plate just like a gel press, basically, but they run it through a press, and so it leaves these indents in the paper. And this one was carved out of a copper plate. The copper plate was then inked and ran through the press. Super fun process. If you ever get to visit a place that does ink printing, I would recommend it. It's a very interesting process. And they still use that type of process today. Here's another abstract one. Nobody in my family is artsy. Yeah, you gotta get them interested. This one here I did in high school, and this is stippling. It's an all dot technique. I lightly drew it in pencil and then went over it with just teeny dots, except for the whiskers. Those are a line in there, but I was really proud of that one. And then under that is an unfinished piece that I found in my mom's stash. She saved it. I think it was one of mine. That's one of my sisters. My sister says she's not an artist. And I'm like, well, I have some flowers that beg to differ, but you know, whatever. My daughter. So I put our cats side by side. That's my daughter's cat. Some Mother's Day finger painting from the kids when they was little. That would be my daughter, and that would be my son's. And then I did that when I was in grade school. And then this one My sister did. This was the other one I said I had of hers, that she's like, I'm not an artist. I'm like, you can be. But, yeah. And then my daughter's pumpkin story. It says, 3 round pumpkins laid on the ground next to a tall, long wall. One night, a pumpkin wished to fish. One day, one pumpkin rolled down a hill and crashed and smashed into a tree. But she drew the wishing of fishing. So yeah, that's the room again. And again, there's another space behind that curtain. But like I said, it's like 10 degrees hotter. It's just more canvases and albums and stuff. But, yeah. Can we do the flip? Flip. It's one thing about only card makers and multi-crafters. Card makers just have paper supplies, and multi-crafter has everything else. Yeah. I definitely fit in that multi-crafter. I am all of the treasures, you betcha. Now, this is the comment I noticed, but had to kind of skip. My space is about 6 by 7 with an additional storage cubby that's 4 foot deep by 2.5 wide, but only 2.5 foot tall. Yeah, a small space. When I was living in our old farmhouse, we rearranged the living room because it was huge. We pushed the couch away from the wall several feet so that I could have a small little table for storage right behind the couch. My chair literally had just enough room to go in and out the aisle, and I could turn around and get out of the chair. And then my desk. But it was still so cramped that it just piled and piled and piled. It was not beautiful. And then after my mom got sick, I lost interest in crafting and artsy stuff for a while. And then when she passed, that was 2 years of doing nothing. And then when we got evicted because the lady didn't want to fix the water, which I understood, it would have cost her thousands of dollars to fix the water problem. So we moved in with our niece for a year, and then we moved out to Ohio, and I found my crafty go-go's. So yeah, and now we're looking to buy a home, but I'm like, I really love my space, so it's got to have at least the same amount of space, or I'm like, I don't want to move there. You can't make me move there. I have no room. Because now I have it. I don't want to let it go. All right. Let me double check. Okay, we're going to do one more time of asking if you would like to be entered in for the 3 dies and the paper pack. And this is a 6x8 paper pack. We just make it work. That is 100%. You do what you can with what you have, and you look for freebie stuff. I mean, I've been collecting mine for years. A lot of this stuff's not new, or I get a really good sale, and that's when, you fork out a little bit extra cash because you're buying it on sale. But so our 6x8 paper pad, and it's very bright and kind of festive. Okay, and it's going to go with these 3 little dies. And these are the dollar store dies. I mean, it's not much. You know what it cost me? It cost me $3 because I got this for free. But this paper pad didn't interest me, but I thought, hey, if I'm getting it for free, somebody out there might like it. So on my wheelie of names, I have Sandy, Maureen, Lisa, Carmen, and Maddie. It's great. Me, you betcha. So did I miss anybody? I'll give it a couple seconds because I know it's going to be a minute to catch up. Yep, can't get those here. I'm thinking the next time I see them, I'm just going to buy a good stash and be like, okay, people, this is what I paid for them. You just got to pay shipping. It might cost you more to mail them than you. Yeah, because it cost me about $5 for an envelope this size. But, you know, it's worth it because you guys are so lovely and you guys help me out on my channel. So I think it kind of balances. You know, I get the product really inexpensive and the shipping's a little bit more. But Carmen says, I spent more on gas looking for them. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. Especially with gas prices now. Ooh, it's scary. Scary gas prices. All right. Love your lives. Thank you. And I love your videos too. So, I'm going to pop this open. We're going to go here and going to go to my subscriptions. No, I hate it when you do that. Maddie. Oh, where is it? Where's my Miss Maddie? There she is. Okay, so Control C, Control V. This here is Maddie's channel, Empty Nest Scrapper. She has great videos on tidying up. So if you want to tidy in 10, it's a great way to just kind of keep things tidy and put away time to do cleaning. Because I know we want to get in there and we want to craft and play, but if your space is clean, you're more likely to be inspired. So definitely check her out. And then, oops, let me get back to my people's subscriptions. Oh, really? You're so mean. Not afraid of color. She was in here just a little bit ago. Okay. Now, I'm sharing hers because Miss Not Afraid of Color. If I can get you over here. I'm sharing hers because she's a design team member for the Fairy Stamper design team, and we will be starting next month. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Just being quiet. Yep, no, that's fine for me. I was clean up at 10 p.m. the other night. Yeah. I was looking at Maddie's. I'll subscribe when we're done. Oh, thank you. I got my... Oh, see, I, of course, ordered some stamps. And then I didn't... I'm very bad about my emails. So now I have a timer. A daily timer to check my dang emails. So an email sat there for 2 days that said, we don't have this stamp. Which one do you want? And so when I replied, I'll take this one instead. They replied back, well, we have another one that just sold out. So 2 of the stamps were sold out that I wanted. So hopefully the other ones are there. And so they'll be coming soon. This is a good idea. My room is a mess and I have to make room so I am not painting in my office. Yeah, it's a bummer, but I'm still excited because it's still a lot of good products coming. Okay, and then one more share because I saw her in here. Library, and why not? Nope, wrong button, you dork. No dorcasness. Wrong button. Debbie J, there you are. She was here a little bit ago too. And Miss Debbie J, I got to go live on her channel with her the other day. It was so much fun. If you think that you might be interested, Debbie J's channel right there. Debbie J has a sign up form and you can go live with her, and you don't have to have a channel, just a phone or recording device that will connect to the it's kind of like Zoom. So you get to go live and make a card with her, and you don't even have to show your face. You can get all set up and have your hands down, and then you guys go live with her, like I did. It was fun. So go check out that video. I'm going to do a live yard sale next week. Destashing, good for you. And destashing is hard. I knew. When we moved, I brought everything, and then when we got here, I was like, why did I bring everything? And every time I go through my craft room, I'm like, hey, I'm not using this. And at the bottom of the first flight of stairs there, I have a stack of stuff that needs to be donated. So I'm slowly doing it, but it is hard. I also love hanging out with Debbie, but I missed this week. Yeah. She goes live Tuesdays at 5:30. And I'm thinking of going live on Tuesday after her about 9 p.m. Eastern. Because every other Tuesday is my release date for Fairy Stamper hugs. Ooh, I should share them too. It's Fairy Stampers. I keep... If you guys could see me playing with a computer, I know what I'm doing. Really, I do. Fairy Stamper. I'm scheduled to release a video every other Tuesday starting in July on Fairy Stamper. And I thought I would follow it up with a live on the opposite Tuesday. But I do not want to interfere with Miss Debbie's time, which is at 5:30 p.m. You want to be Ed McMahon, Pam? I know that name. Why am I not getting that? Okay, awesome. I'm going to do a live yard sale. Got that one. I want to be live with Debbie J, but as a commenter, not a crafter. What? We want to see your lovely hands doing some crafty stuff. Ed McMahon. Oh, okay. Can I pretend I'm not old enough to get that reference? I could be a good sidekick. I bet you would. I'll have to catch the replay. I work on Tuesday nights. Yep, I'll always have a replays going. Johnny Carson. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are my days off. So my live would be either of those. Okay, so my lives on Wednesday are at 7 p.m. We could talk about if you want to do a later one. We can email each other, because I would rather have you do a live and then I can just pick another day for my live. Because I'd love to see you live, Miss T. She's too young for Johnny. I watched episodes of Johnny Carson. I sleep on Tuesday nights. Oh, I don't blame you then. I'm definitely not too young for Johnny. Do the Wednesday for yard sale. I'm in Central Time, so that's what, 2 hours difference from Eastern? I don't know. Okay, so copy and open, paste. So, Not Afraid of Color and I will both be posting videos. I'm not sure what day Not Afraid has scheduled to post, but mine are on every other Tuesday. One. It's only 1 hour difference. My bad. I don't know these things. Okay, I'm going to click my wheel of names. Again, I have Maddie, Carmen, Lisa, Maureen, and Sandy. Fridays. I'm already recording them. Alright. I can't. Well, I could. I have like one little stamp. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to flip the camera. I need to loosen that up. No, I don't. Which one do I need to do? Okay. Why is it not turning? I'm feeling like a Dorcas right now. Okay, we're going to take you out of there. So I want you guys to see the wheel of... Yeah, Friday for what? I don't know. I missed that too. Central Time is an hour earlier, Elizabeth. Thank you. I need that. Okay, here we go. Let's see who's going to be the winner of this little gift pack. And then you'll want to email me. Miss Maddie! Look it! Pop up! Be woohoo! Congratulations! Do-do-do-do! Every other Friday, my video... Oh! I'm so dorcas. I asked her when her videos go up, and she says Friday, and I said Friday. Friday for what? I don't know. Hot dog. Miss Maddie. Okay, now I need to tighten that back up. It's me. Yes, Miss Maddie, it's you. Email me. Let me get that typed in there so you can see it. Chat with Sassy, SASSY, at gmail.com. And send me your mailing address and I will get these lovely goodies out to you. And if you guys have any questions or any ideas for videos, though I have a plethora of ideas running around my noodle, you know, maybe there's something you guys want to see. Go ahead and email me or leave messages in the comments. Or you can find me on Facebook, Elizabeth Costa-Rogers. I have my unicorn as my little find me thing, so you can find me there. I'm super excited to mail it to you too. I'm going to have to dig around. Ooh, ooh. I think I have a good card to put in there for you. So, yeah. All right. Any questions, my friends? That I've had you for almost an hour and a half. I love taking up your time. All right. So, my next live, do I have a calendar? What's the shiny pink bunny? No, it's a fake balloon bunny. And it was clearance after Christmas for 50 cents at the Dollar General. Yes, Beth has trouble telling time. You betcha. And I got the balloon unicorn too. So, yeah. These are just... little goodies I have. My little inspiration. Fun bits. So when I turn around, I see them. I want to see alcohol markers on vellum. You know what? I will write that down. I don't know where, but I'll write it down. Like a woods or trees kind of thing. Now, are you wanting hand-drawn woods, trees kind of thing, or stamp and die cutting, other ways to get woods and trees? Alcohol markers on vellum. I can't spell either. Got some gnomes. I need to see how to make a scene for them to be in. Ah, I see. With vinyl. Something with vinyl. Lisa, she yells. Scenes for gnomes. I don't hand draw anything, she says. Well, we can fix that. Pardon me. Yapping for over an hour really kind of dries out the mouth. Gotta love the Bubba Cup. Can you alcohol ink on vinyl? Let's find out. I don't know. So if we can, then we will do a video. So here's a little piece of silver vinyl. Ooh, that's a mixative one. I don't want that right now. You can. I have shown a video already. What? It has been fun, Elizabeth. Well, thank you, Carmen. Oh, no, don't run that way. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm going... Okay, how did I miss a video of that? I thought I saw all of your videos. I will have to go revisit hers and see what she did. So, yeah, we can do that. So, alcohol on vinyl. Maybe we'll do something specific. We'll see what Not Afraid of Color did, and we can, you have to watch the alcohol ink bubbles. Okay. I will watch that, and maybe I'll do an inspiration video. That will be fun. Vinily. Yeah, that's a word. Vinily. Don't mind my spelling, it sucks. Never used vinyl. I must have missed that. Yeah, vinyl. I bought some vinyl because I wanted to do some stickers with some shiny stuff, and I just thought it looked really pretty. And then also vinyl sticks to resin. So I did some Christmas present coasters where I cut out vinyl and put it on my resin coasters and then resined over the top of it. It is fabulous. But yeah, now you can do this. I wonder what that would look like resined. Woohoo! Bonnie's getting close to retirement. Yeah. I have a ton that I bought for my Cricut. Yeah, I think a lot of us do. Ooh, that's a good idea. Put it on paper, then just use it for die cuts. Alcohol, ink it. Yeah. All right. I love these ideas. I appreciate them very much. And I think I've yammered on enough. We'll let you guys go. I'm going to look for the email from Maddie and send those out to her. I'm so excited. And we will see you Wednesday for sure. And if you follow me on Facebook at Chat with Sassy or on Instagram at Elizabeth Costa-Rogers, I do post when I go unexpected lives. And I thank you all so much. You're so beautiful and wonderful. Please stay that way. I enjoy you, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Push the stop button.